Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to end up being the first full playthrough we end up doing here on the second channel. I know that it's not going to be pushed in the algorithm, and I don't care. The point of this channel in the first place is so that I can play the games that I want to play and not worry about the algorithm and YouTube relevancy and all that crap. So this is an old game called Thief Dark Project. And while I have nostalgia for Thief 3, I never played Thief 1 and 2, but it's one thing that lots of fans hated Thief 3 because it wasn't like Thief 1 and 2. So the plan moving forward is we're going to end up going one level equals one episode. I have been playing through a couple levels just so that I could have the understanding of how this game works. We're also going to skip the training, and I'll get into a little more details when we actually end up getting in-game. But it's basically a retro game that I don't have any nostalgia for, and I wanted to kind of play through it and see, well, is this game as good as old super fans say it is? With the long-term goal being playing Thief 1, playing Thief 2, and then playing through a big modded project for Thief 1. The most promising accolades left us, not out of the lesser folly of sentiment, but the greater folly of anger. His heart was clouded, and his balance was lost, but his abilities were unmatched. Even then we knew to watch him most carefully. The production is pretty insane for such an old game.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Bafford's manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cuddy tells me there's a better way in. Around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cuddy wants is a scepter. Silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants. No point in waiting. I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, this is an old school, like super old game, but on top of that, it's a stealth game. These types of games don't fucking exist anymore. Unfortunately, they're just not popular enough or mainstream enough for devs to bother developing them, which kind of sucks because this was actually one of my favorite genres of video game back in the day. Another thing too is when we go into a level, we don't carry our money over into the next level, so you're actually incentivized to spend all of your money at the shop, which I think is awesome because, frankly speaking, I'm a hoarder and usually try to keep everything. Here's the thing, guys. I wanted to also take the opportunity to...
There's a few too many to try to get by here.
Talk with you guys about kind of what's happened with this channel and where it's going, because initially I started this channel as a means to an end of allowing me to kind of share my hobbies with you guys. So it's kind of like a, hey, I'm playing this game, you guys can watch me play it if you want, kind of thing. And I'll explain more about like what the hell is going on in this game in a moment. So with that, like the main thing that happened was I didn't realize how much features I was lacking on this channel because it's not technically partnered with YouTube. But that does come with some advantages because it means that I can say fuck the algorithm and just focus on like doing videos that I want to do. And if you guys want to come watch, awesome, great.
Only one guard. Still, it'd be nice to get the drop on him.
And so what I'm planning on doing in the future with my videos
Could you possibly be any more helpful?
is basically stuff like this, where it's just gonna end up being games that I want to play, but I don't really have anywhere to put it on the main channel, because this is like an old school retro game that no one's gonna give a shit about. And so my plan is we're gonna play through this game together. On this channel, and then the main channel, I'll probably end up having like a one-off video that kind of summarizes my experience with the Thief franchise and kind of like just a synopsis of everything that you guys will get to see here. Now that said, I'm also going to do something very, very different and very, very against YouTube. I'm not going to try commentating and filling the silence as I normally would. This is going to be like true 100%. I'm basically playing this game and I hit record. So it's gonna, in a way, be the most authentic Let's Play.
Inside at last.
That's kind of like what old school YouTube used to be. And so I hope that's gonna be something you guys will be interested in, but at the same time, I'm not like, you know, I'm not trying to make this for YouTube, if that makes sense.
Thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid. People to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh!
So I am going to be doing quick saving, but I'm going to try my best to go against how I usually play these games. Is I'll usually like quick load anytime things don't go my way. But I'm gonna try to go against that so that you guys can see me fuck up, because I think it'll make more interesting for a video. And I mean, if you're already thinking like, why the hell are you playing this super old game? Well, like I said, this is something that I've always wanted to play a game like this, but I just couldn't for the life of me figure out like how, when, where. And then I thought, you know what? Fuck it, let's put it on the alt channel, because then I can just be unfiltered and not worry and just play.
Come on out then.
So even though we skipped the tutorial just to kind of explain a few things about this game, it is a, you know, it's a sneaking game. The game's literally called Thief, so there you go. I'm using a bunch of fixes for the game that kind of make it so that it runs in like widescreen and stuff, because normally it doesn't. This game's so old. Purists might get pissed at this series if any of them even watch this, because I'm actually using like the Thief 2 textures, so it doesn't look like the game did back in the day. But I'm not too concerned about that kind of stuff. For me, I'd rather just have some fidelity. Where the fuck am I? And the interesting thing about this game is that noise is actually a very big, important aspect of it. Like the terrain that you're walking on, like I'm actually emitting a lot more noise while I'm walking on this. Versus this, which is a rug. And it's almost like dead silent when I'm walking. I think the light gem in the bottom middle of our screen, that shows our light level, but then I think the little red icon by it is also showing... Uh-oh. How quiet we are? Maybe I'm wrong. Please don't notice me. Idiot. But I'm planning on doing like a couple other retro games as well on this channel that again, I'll just have like a video summarizing on the main channel. I don't know. Hopefully it's something that you guys are into. Shit, I'm trying to remember where we go. But yeah, we're gathering treasure so that we can have more money in our next mission, so that we can buy more starting equipment.
Too much. I'm twitchy as hell.
And I guess I should mention right now, seal the jeweled scepter with as little notice as possible. So, worst case, we can fight. But because this game is about stealth and being a thief, we're not very good at fighting. Like, you're pretty bad at combat in this game. Yes, I'm eating the cheese because I don't care. I should also mention that we're gonna kind of follow old school YouTube rules. Jesus. Where one episode equals, one episode equals an episode. Or one level equals an episode. Jesus Christ. But basically, I've just been playing through this myself. And I thought, fuck it, I'll just restart. Because that way we can cover it on the channel, kind of thing. So we're trying to get to... Oh, okay, I'm in the total wrong area. The one thing I'll say about this game, because like I have no nostalgia for it, because I never played the classic game, like I get so fucking lost. It's actually ridiculous. I think we were actually already in the right area. Like there's a compass, there's a map, but it barely gives you any direction. Which is
Bring me my dinner. That's what I want to know. When are they gonna bring me my dinner?
which is cool. But it does also come with the caveat of, okay, this goes to the second floor. No hand holding, you know? So I get lost a lot. That's kind of why I wanted to play through this game a bit before I started covering it. I actually didn't even plan on covering this game. Most of all, what kind of came out of it was a game that I've been regularly talking about. Oh, I know where I am. Okay. There's a guard on the other side, but he's so stupid he doesn't notice or care. I don't even think in the original game you can pick corpses up, and you normally can't knock candles out as well. So a lot of that's owed to the Tfix patch. But yeah, I'm sure this series will perform horribly, and even those of you that are actually like interested in seeing more me will probably just be like, what the fuck? What is this stupid retro game that looks like garbage? But I like retro games if they're good enough, especially. The one thing that I'll say in my experience with this game so far is I'm really surprised how old this game is and how well it holds up. But the biggest thing, again, is because I never played the classic one, I find the level design to be pretty confusing. I think it's more so than the level design being confusing, it's because not many of the rooms are distinct from one another. And I mean, look at this map. It's as bare bones as it gets. You can even write your own notes, which is cool, for sure. but it just makes it like really unapproachable. But because of the pedigree that this game has, where so many people are like, oh, it's so fucking good, I'm like, okay, I'll force myself to play it. Another couple games that I kind of have on my bucket list that we could potentially play on this channel is, shit, this is just the front gate. Arx Fatalis is another classic RPG I want to play. And I never played through the original Deus Ex. And that's another one that I've heard is like really, really good.
What's that? Who goes?
Nobody?
Don't see it.
Nobody at all. Okay, shit. Bafford Mansion, first floor. Oh, this is the first floor. Okay. Is this going the right way? Yes, it is. It's okay that I'm like getting lost and stuff because I kind of need to knock all these dudes out anyway. The one thing that really surprised me about this game is the sound design is actually really good. It holds up very well. But I actually love or loved stealth games like Splinter Cell, goddamn masterpiece. Okay, that's just going back out. Fuck. That's what I mean. I get so lost. Even though I already played through this level. I guess I had to go to the second floor after all, and then probably come back down. Where's the upstairs? Is that here? Oh, that goes outside. Interesting. He doesn't hear me on the rug. That's okay. I gotta not worry about like getting lost and stuff because that's just kind of the name of this game. And unfortunately, like that's the side effect of me not having any nostalgia for this is I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
Just for show.
You can always pause the video if you want to read. But yeah, for anybody that might just be randomly tuning into this, I guess I should mention, like, I have a main YouTube channel, Scyushi, and this is kind of like just more me. Obviously with the title, the channel. So, kind of like totally against the YouTube algorithm and stuff. Like, I'm sure these videos aren't gonna be pushed, but I don't really care.
Who's there?
Nobody.
Who said that?
Nobody.
Who'd I hear? Ah!
Shit. Okay. Tally ho! Circle strafe. Circle strafe. This guy's kind of killing me. Gotcha, you stupid idiot. So, to explain a little bit of how the combat works, it's actually kind of complicated. When I look on his left side, my character swings from the left. When I look on his right side, my character swings from the right, and I can do a charge attack. And then otherwise there's just blocking, which will parry. But the thing is, the enemy will block in each direction. It's not like, it's not so complicated that it's like the best combat system in any video game or anything. But it really surprised me when I experienced it in the tutorial. It was just like, oh, there's actually some depth to this. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. Oh, there we go.
It's a throne room.
Watch this.
How pretentious can you get?
Here's what I like about this game. Mission done. That's it. Done. Get out. I don't have to exit the level or anything. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching the first episode. I'm gonna try and I'll see if I can get the whole series like recorded and edited, and then I'll get it like posting every day. I'm not gonna do shit for thumbnails, or at least I say that right now. We'll see what happens. Again, like the point of this channel is low management, and more so just hey, here you go.